Just thoughts on tonight?
Really proud of the way we played in the first half. I think we got the turnover there early in the game. We got a couple of them early in the game, and we're able to kind of find a rhythm offensively, get up 21-0. They went on a good 2-minute drive there at the end of the half and kind of killed the clock out and got it back to 7. We knew we had the ball coming back out. We had been really good on third downs the whole first half, and it was something that kept us on track and kept us on the field. And we convert the first third down of the second half. We fumble, and it's like it deflated everybody on the whole entire team. The whole third quarter after that was unacceptable on so many different levels. And so, and then too, I'll take responsibility for the 1 4th down and short call. I think that, I could have put us in a better position with a play call right there. But too, we had so many opportunities that quarter and just we didn't make enough plays. We had receivers drop balls. There's 4 or 5 just huge plays in the game that we had drops. And if you don't make plays down the field, if you can't catch the football, then obviously it's going to be tough to do that. So I thought that they did a great job once they gained momentum, sustaining it. We were able kind of to punch back there in the fourth quarter. Cut it down, and I thought we were a little bit out of gas. They kind of controlled the clock. They ran the ball efficiently, and were able to ultimately do enough to win. And so, just to tell 2 halves right there. I think that once that fumble happened, it's like all of our cells went flat, and we weren't good enough.
Well, ultimately, in the large picture of things, this is 5 in a row. What has gone wrong for this team over this stretch where you guys?
Too much to talk about. All those kids know it's 5 in a row. I know it's 5 in a row. It's not good enough, and I would be up here for 2 hours to explain game by game. But we're not playing good enough complementary football. We're up and down. We're streaky. Obviously, we can't stop the run. There's a bunch of different issues with it. I mean, they had 255 yards rushing today. It's just there's a bunch of things that happen. We fumble the ball when we have a chance to go up by 3 scores. We played 5 true freshmen starting on offense today, and that's not an excuse. Like Oscar goes down. Poor Jet Duncan. Jet Duncan is one of my favorite kids I've ever coached in my whole life, and had an unfortunate injury in pregame and doesn't get to participate in the Senior Bowl. So, there's things that happen, but none of those are excuses, because obviously we've shown in the first half, like we got good enough players to move it down the field and do it. Just we're not making enough plays consistently.
Yeah, you made that change at coordinator heading into this game. You talked earlier in the week about how you hope that would provide you guys a spark. Did you see that today?
Absolutely. Brian did a phenomenal job tonight. Obviously I think this is a team that, and don't even look, I don't look at the stats. I have to go watch this game just to see, but, I thought our guys came up with a spark. I thought they were energized. I thought they played inspired, and super proud of them.
Yeah, 21 early on, and then just nothing the rest of the way, pretty much offensively, until McGill scores late. What did you see offensively today?
It wasn't that late. It was the third quarter, so we had a lot of. In the third quarter we cut it, to a 1-score game. So it's not that late. So, but yeah, I think that we talked about our first 3 possessions offensively. 2 of them were turnovers and put ourselves in bad situation, just like I talked about earlier. The next one we were able to get a good kickoff return, and we got a field goal blocked. So we talk about a missed field goal, a blocked field goal, a fumble, and then a 4th down we didn't get on 4 drives is not a good recipe for us.
The bowl game still in reach. Just how do you kind of refocus the team to make sure they're prepared for Temple?
Don't know. Need to figure that out.
And, what was your message to the team following this one?
Yeah, just obviously I haven't done good enough as the head coach to get our teams prepared enough to consistently make these plays. And so it's not on these kids right now. It's on me, right? And we can come up with excuses all we want. Like it's not about that. It's 5 games in a row. I know it without anybody saying it. I feel it. It hasn't been good enough. So we got to be able to go out and travel to Philadelphia next week and find a way to extend our season.
And thoughts on the day that Blair Conrad had? He really stepped up with those 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Blair's played good the last 2 weeks, and so and did some nice things all day blocking, did some nice things throughout the whole course of the game.
And same question for Chandler. No turnovers today, through 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I thought he played good enough, and I thought he made some nice throws. That when we had some drive killers of just we didn't catch the football.
You'll be able to run the ball a lot more efficiently recently these past few games, especially Shane Porter. What do you feel like has kind of changed on the offensive scheme in these last few games?
Yeah, I think we were so good at throwing the ball early. People have really started to put people really back far in coverage and keep extra safeties back. And so I think we've had some good boxes, and then naturally I think our offensive line continues to get better. Coach Leftwich's doing a great job.
Coach, a part of that 21-0 lead is the defense playing, so successfully against the Pirates. Just what worked so well for that unit in the first half?
Yeah, I did a nice job. I mean, we gave up the explosive early, and then we're running to the ball, and we find a way to get it out and get a turnover. It was huge momentum for us. And then, another one where we're down in the red area. Quentin Hammond's another true freshman, comes up with a huge interception for us. And so yeah, it was fun to watch that. It was fun to see the excitement on the sideline.
And then with the ECU passing game, it seemed like it had some mixed results. At times, there's some PBUs and some one-on-one matchups. Sometimes, it results in a chunk play for the Pirates. Just what were your thoughts about that defensive approach and strategy?
Yeah, without me watching, I have to go back and really study it to give you a full analysis. But I thought, we made some plays on some balls one-on-one. Ridge made a great play early on a guy. We got the interception. And then they got us a couple times. We got beat over the top, Starling there, and then so yeah, I'll go back and watch it and have a better answer on Tuesday.
And then I wanted to ask you about Rajai Harris as well, just the matchup that he brought, and then that 139-yard touchdown where it seems like your guys did get him down, but he just kept going.
Yeah, we knew it all week. He's big, he's strong, he's physical. He's a good football player.
Yeah, Chandler did end up getting the 3 touchdown passes, but finishes with 266 yards. It didn't seem like you guys got many of those big explosive plays. It's kind of the basis of your offense. Would the East Carolina just do a good job of preventing you guys from hitting the big shot plays?
Yes.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank y'all.
All right, Terrell, so just thoughts on tonight?
First of all, I want to say I love this program, and I'm happy to be here, honestly. And unfortunately, it's unfortunate that we didn't get the win on senior night, honestly. But besides that, I'm really grateful for this program, this university, and I'm so happy that I'm here right now.
What happened after you guys got off to such the great start? You're up 21-0. You guys really controlled the game defensively, and then in the second half, there just kind of got away from you.
I just know that we just needed to keep having complimentary football. Everybody in all 3 phases of the game just needs to just keep executing and keep going, keep the juices going. There was at times where I feel like a little bit in the third quarter that we fell a little flat. I say myself a little bit. I feel like I fell flat a little bit in the third quarter, but to win these games, winning is hard. So to win these games, you just gotta keep going, keep chopping wood.
You guys made the change in defensive coordinator heading into this game. What was the impact of that change?
I can definitely say throughout the week there was a lot of juice. There was energy. When new things happen, you just got to embrace it, I love Coach Camponi. I'm happy that he brought me here. But, life's going to keep going, so you just got to keep it up. And, wait, you got to ask me the question again. I'm like breathing hard a little bit.
You covered it. And the other thing I wanted to ask you about is they hit a bunch of explosive plays on you, the big touchdown pass down the field, a couple of long runs. Did those explosive plays just hurt you, and why do you think those happened?
Wait, ask the question one more time. I'm sorry.
Did the explosive plays hurt you, and why do you think those happened?
You talking about me or like the defense in whole?
Just the defense as a whole.
Honestly, you just got to minimize explosives. That's how you win games. And when you get them, it puts whichever team gets it in good field position, gets momentum going. And when that happens, that just happens. So, there needs to be no explosives, but they just had them. So it's unfortunate.
Terrell, just what was your mindset going into this one? You had 12 tackles, a sack, at 1.5 tackles for loss. What was your mindset going into this?
Man, I've been through a lot of stuff in my college career, and this is my last home game. And I feel like I haven't been able to, but just let it loose, say, you know, I don't really care. Just play to my full expectations. And also I had my brothers, I had two of my friends and one of my old teammates from my old university come out, so that kind of juiced me up a little bit. Seeing them in the stands, my older brother coaching me up a little bit, seeing them in the stands and everything. So that just gave me some a little more energy and everything. So yeah, that's just how I ball. And then just finally it's coming out, I feel like.
And, you know, y'all came out and forced 2 early turnovers there on their first 2 drives. Were y'all just feeling it there?
Yeah, we definitely were. We were definitely juiced up, amped up. All cylinders were going. I wish we could have finished it out throughout the rest of the game, but life's going to keep going.
Thank y'all for coming to the game. Just want to start out by saying that.
Thoughts on time?
I think we started out great. Like, that was a great start, and we showed energy, and I think we got hit in the mouth, and I think we just needed to respond better than what we did, but we didn't, so.
What happened there in the second half? I mean, you guys are up 21-0, and then it just kind of seemed to spiral downhill there after halftime.
I mean, like I said, we got hit in the mouth. They showed some signs of energy, and I think the way we responded wasn't the best, and clearly wasn't. So, I mean, I think we got comfortable too, and that's on everybody, man. We just gotta do better and not get too comfortable.
And they really shut you down. I mean, what did they do to shut you guys down there after such a great start?
I mean, they started dropping 8 and stuff like that, and I think that's a key point in our offense is throwing the ball. So I think once you do that and then you come off, I mean, I can show you film where the screens I'm talking about, they're just running through screens. So I think that's on me too. I have to be better blocking and stuff, so.
Yeah, and you guys have been so explosive throughout the year. It didn't seem like you got many of those big chunk plays that you had in previous games. Did they do something to you guys to maybe preclude you from having those big plays?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I think when you drop 8, I think that's the whole game plan for you, for them, is to not let us have big explosive plays. And I think a lot of teams have done that in the past too. Like, I think that's just one of the things we have to expect. And I mean, they got us today, so.
Blair, what was Coach's message in the locker room after this one?
We just have to put together 4 quarters of complementary football. Both offense and defense have to be working together.
Gotcha. And can you just walk us through what you kind of saw on those 2 touchdowns that you scored today?
My teammates just did their job and got me open. I mean, one was a rub route, the other one was a screen, and they both blocked their butts off. So I appreciate them, and I appreciate my my teammates for just going out there and giving themselves up for a touchdown for me.
Did today feel kind of different knowing that it would be, you know, yours and all the other seniors' final home game?
It started hitting me, I guess, like when we started walking for senior day, like I'm really old and just like, man, like, I've been at this for like 6 years. So, yeah, it hit me. I was a little sad. My mom and dad, they were a little sad. My mom was happy because, you know, football's violent, she said. So she was like, oh, my God, thank God. Like, don't get hit no more, but, you know, so.
And just what areas do you think the team needs to focus on heading into, you know, the final game of the regular season?
I think just to go back on to reiterate what I said is we got to play complementary football. We all have to be excited all the time, all 4 quarters. And I think as an offense, because I can only speak for offense, is we just got to learn how to just start drives off fast. I think we get behind the sticks a lot, 2nd and 10s and stuff like that. So I think that's the main point, is just get ahead of the sticks.
You're now going into a must-win game to reach bowl eligibility next week. It's on the road as well. Do you feel like your all's backs are against the wall going into this?
I think if our backs are against the wall, I think that's the best thing because, I mean, I don't know the saying, like a dog back against the wall is going to bite. So hopefully that's what that means for us. And hopefully we go out there swinging. It's boxer in the corner or something like that comes out swinging. So hopefully we go out there swinging. I don't know the saying, but you get what I'm trying to say. So hopefully if we're backed up in the corner, that's what we do. We come out swinging. So.
You guys talk a lot during the week about, you know, wanting to go out on a high note, especially on senior day. What's the feeling like to see something like that, you know, just not transpire the way you hoped it would?
it's a pretty sad senior day, honestly. But I'm just glad that my 2 years have been here, have been great, I think, in my opinion. I think everybody's been supportive, and it wasn't the outcome we wanted, but, I mean, at the end of the day, you can only just move on and worry about the next game, worry about Temple.
Is the confidence still there as you guys go into this last one where you need to win to extend your season?
Of course. I think you can see we went 21-0, 21-0 against them at the beginning of the game, so it's there. We just have to continue to keep on building that up every single quarter, every single half, because trying to be consistent.
Thanks, Blair.
No problem.